Hi guys, welcome to my channel, QuelleLaura. I'm your girl, Kel, your discount diva, your baller on a budget, diva on a dime. I'm just plain cheap for anybody who would ask you who knows me. But as you guys know, I bring to you discounted ways to decorate your home, decorate your parties. And speaking of parties, I'm actually going to my little sister's 5th birthday. She turned 5 today. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video and watch how I make the balloon garlands. I'll also include some video footage of the actual party itself. We're about to leave right now, so let's go. Recently over quarantine, one of my friends had a birthday and obviously we couldn't go anywhere. Everywhere was kind of shut down. I made a balloon arch for her birthday and I kind of did a decoration. I'll insert some clips here. We had like a wine night and I decorated my whole apartment under like 30, I mean it was maybe 20 bucks. Like it was so cheap, y'all. It is so easy to make a balloon arch, and literally the only reason why I spent almost $20 on balloons this time around is just because I went to Party City instead of Dollar Tree and Walmart. This weekend's theme is going to be the LOL Dollz. I am doing a pink, purple, and blue balloon arch for my little sister. She's turning 5, and I'm super excited for you guys to see that. Hi guys! Hi. So this is my sister, the birthday girl. Say hi! Hi! Okay, so I'm gonna set you guys up, and we're going to blow up some balloons. So.
Yeah!
Clap, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, 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 clap. I'm feeling such a vacancy, I don't feel home. Wish I can put my finger on it, but I don't know. Don't know, no, no, no. Looked in every place I could see, trying to find the missing part of me. I can't explain this feeling. I'm feeling such a vacancy, I don't feel home. Wish I can put my finger on it, but I don't know. No, no. Looked in every place I could see, trying to find the missing part of me. I can't explain this
I have some tips and tricks that I want to give you guys. Smaller balloons. So those big 12-inch balloons, you do not have to blow those up so big, because you have to remember you're connecting balloons together to make a long arch. As you put these balloons together, they're going to get wider and wider and wider. And the thing is, I want my arch to be long, but not necessarily wide, because the wider it is, the less you'll be able to see your backdrop or you know, anything else that you might have that is going to be displayed there. The wider it is, the closer it might be to somebody's head if they're a tall person that's going to take a picture under there. I want mine to be long but not necessarily wide, so I suggest doing more like 9-inch balloons, or even getting the 12-inch balloons, because I've gotten a couple 12-inch balloons, but just not blowing them up so big. So and varying the size, but going from not large, I will say do not do large balloons unless you're just doing a couple as accents, but do not do those large balloons all over, because it gets huge, and it makes it a lot harder to hang up. The bigger the balloons, the farther they'll be away from the wall, so it's going to be harder for you to get them to stay along the wall. So I'm using fishing line to hold everything together. Now definitely get a thicker fishing line. Do not get the Dollar Tree fishing line. Obviously I'm cheap, so I definitely went for the Dollar Tree fishing line, and I'm using it again today, and I will be continuing to use it until I run out of that fishing line, because I'm gonna use all of that dollar that I got, okay? But I will say it is harder to work with. It's a little bit more flimsy, so it just takes a lot more effort, a lot more times to wrap around for things to be more in place. It would just be way easier if you get a much thicker, probably like a $3 fishing line instead of a $1 fishing line. Like, it's honestly not that much more expensive, but definitely would recommend getting a thicker fishing line. Connecting them to the wall, that is a whole other journey. That was a lot. I would say definitely do that around a frame of some sort, so a door frame, or if you guys have a patio frame, anything around a column is good. But what I actually ended up doing is doing those command hooks and trying to tie the string to the command hooks. When I tell y'all, this was so difficult. And then I was taping the fishing line to the wall on the parts where it wouldn't stay, and that I think is all due to the fact that I made my balloons too big. And I didn't actually have a frame that I was hanging it against. I was just hanging it against a blank wall space, which does not work. So I definitely recommend hanging that against something that will be columned or walled or framed off. Now, for Stephanie's birthday, my little sister, Jennifer, her mom wants it against a blank wall space, which is going to once again make it a little bit difficult for me, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm positive that I'll be able to make it work. I'm just going to get better command strips. Number one, do not go on them cheap command strips. You can get cheap balloons, you can get, you know, cheap string if you want to. You can actually use regular balloon string, and that probably would be just as sufficient, if not more sufficient, than the flimsy Dollar Tree fishing line that I got. But anyway, you can go cheap on the other stuff. The only thing that I do not want you to go cheap on is the command strips. So I got Dollar Tree command strips. I don't even think they were called command strips. They were just like Dollar Tree sticky hook, which I don't even know what they were called. But they were so bad. You know how you're supposed to pull the tab and it just easily supposed to come off of your wall without taking off your paint, without damaging a wall? Not the Dollar Tree, okay? The Dollar Tree took off paint, took off like drywall. Thank goodness I had spackle. Use that Dollar Tree spackle, y'all. Dollar Tree coming in with the clutch. Just don't get them command strips. But I used the Dollar Tree spackle, and I spackled it and got like a sample of paint from my apartment complex that was the same color of my wall, and you cannot even tell the difference now. But all in all to say, do not, if you're going to use command hooks to hook your balloon arch against your wall, don't use a Dollar Tree one. Go ahead and spend the extra $5. Like I said, I'm probably going to spend a total of $35 on this arch, just because I spent about $20 on the balloons already. I already have the balloon pump and the string or fishing line. And the majority of the rest of the money that I'll be spending will be to try to finagle and hook this to a wall instead of a door frame. David went upstairs to introduce himself to some teenage boys that were here at the party, my stepbrother's friends, and one of them was like, "Oh, are you his stepdad?" So now he feels old, very, very old. I told him he's old enough to have kids. I don't know why he thinks he's not. He's old. It's okay. Just own up to it, babe. You're old, I'm old. We're both old.